keeping the faith in the eighth. Let's make America great again. Honest.
Better off now than you were 2 years ago? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Someday. For now, we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even also as I am known. In a game of chance, sometimes you have to give faith a try. The law of large numbers dictates that if you repeat a random exercise a sufficient number of times, you will always get the desired result. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed it, my brother. Prepare to die. Who is this man? The business networking platform LinkedIn identifies him as an employee working for Don Volvo in Falls Church, Virginia. And that at least that social media source lists Congressman Donald S. Byer Jr. as the number one suspect. But why was this anonymous person taking a look at the profile of this man, who apparently nobody knows, in June 2015, immediately after he began to explore the possibilities of running a challenger campaign against the freshman congressman who had been handpicked to replace a decades-old fixture in Northern Virginia politics, who had also pleaded nolo contendere to charges of voter fraud and who promoted a public image of being an intimidator? We cannot say. Well, Northern Virginia residents in the Democratic Party and persons aligned with progressive and liberal causes are dominantly committed to rejecting the idea of this faceless man or woman is in fact Donald Byer, albeit mostly anonymously too. One anonymous person, using the name Paralegal One, ironically the chosen profession of the challenger candidate, before he was abruptly fired after entering the race, righteously and fervently rejected the contention that this anonymous employee of Don Volvo was in fact the incumbent congressman, citing statistics of how many persons are usually employed by automobile dealerships, albeit not specifically Don Volvo, and discounting the probability that not every employee in an automobile dealership is going to have an account on a business professional's networking portal that includes many CEOs, politicians, entertainers, and other persons of great influence and prominence in their fields. Or maybe at luxury automobile dealerships, even the cashier behind the service desk and the chauffeur of the courtesy limousine can be found making important career connections on LinkedIn. We cannot say. But you have to wonder why someone so ardently defending Donald Byer chooses to hide his identity too. And who is this man without a face on Facebook? We only see a name of Duffy Taylor, a name also associated with an America Online email address, easily discoverable by any law enforcement agency, as well as a Wise-like username where the challenger candidate of Donald Byer was one of the first candidates in that district ever to host an Ask Me Anything forum. And why, in digital information age of high technology, does he choose to employ a picture of some 19th century figure to remain anonymous too? only engaging in personal and venomous attacks, who even he admits presents no threat at all to the hegemonic control of the Northern Virginia Democrats. Would any rational and sane person dedicate so much effort to internet stalking a person who even the Arlington Sun-Gazette, one of the major newspapers in the region, described as more weird than competitive? And is it just coincidence, or not, that this anonymous figure appeared at the exact same time that environmentalist, log cabin Republican endorsed, self-proclaimed social justice warrior Charles Hernick, a millennial who hopes to become the poster child Republican for climate change and chairman of the Climate Change Committee that does not even exist, if he got elected, to pass, in his own words, tons of legislation. How 78% of delegates professing to be truly conservatives overwhelmingly endorsed such a candidate and elected such a candidate who even nationally acclaimed libertarian to conservative Matt Hurd, former chairman of the Arlington Falls Church Young Republicans, publicly admitted was probably not even a conservative at all, over a candidate described by the Alexandria Connection as an unabashed conservative is anyone's best guess. But ARL Now, a major online news publication for Arlington residents who tend to espouse mostly liberal views, accepted as very credible Charles Hernick's assertion regarding Duffy Taylor that he did not know who he or she is. Officials at the Alexandria Police Department agree, off the record, that it is at least a nuisance, even to a public figure as defined by the Supreme Court in New York Times v. Sullivan. But even with an easily discoverable America Online email address, they look at the encrypted email accounts of this anonymous nemesis, sponsored by a company based in Liechtenstein, where Congressman Beyer only happened to be the ambassador at the same time that he was ambassador for Switzerland, the flag he proudly flies today outside his Washington office door. The Alexandria police, who were able to easily interdict and apprehend two white ladies and an old black man engaged in a trespass in progress by dedicating every available public safety resource in the town of Alexandria in just 45 minutes, according to testimony at court, cannot locate or identify this man, or also decline to say. But what if this was your kid in school, right? It's time to take the First Amendment seriously. And with your help, we can put a face on this faceless crime. It's about face time. Amend and replace face. Stay tuned for more developments in a game of chance. For now, we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. And I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. Happy New Year, and next year in Jerusalem.
Keeping the faith in the 8. Let's make America